Here in New York, we just hit the lowest positivity rate since the day before Thanksgiving. Do you think these numbers reflect that we're slowly getting back to normal?
We can only hope that things will continue to decrease as more people get vaccinated. That's certainly the experience in Israel, where they've vaccinated about 70% of the population, and they've seen almost a 50% drop in acute cases of COVID.
Wow, amazing. And there are several new strains of the virus here in the U.S. In fact, Governor Cuomo announced that someone with the South African variant was just admitted to a hospital here in New York. Let's take a listen.
The South African variant, they worry about how lethal it is and how it relates to the vaccine.
Should we be worried about the new variants holding up against the vaccines?
Well, the two most well-known variants are the British variant and the South African variant. The British variant appears to be much more infectious, likely because it causes more virus in the mouth and nose. And Britain has published information that appears that it's slightly more a stronger disease causer, about 30% more serious illness with the British variant than the, if I can call it, the traditional variant that we kind of understand. The South African variant has a different surface protein, the spike protein, and so the vaccines that we're giving today are not going to be as effective against the South African variant. The British variant is well covered with the vaccines, South African not so much, and the vaccine manufacturers are already developing variant specific vaccines to cover the South African variant.
All right, wow, it's concerning. Here's something interesting I just read about. California and Florida had completely different approaches to the virus. California took a very aggressive and strict approach when it came to the lockdowns, whereas in Florida, it was a little more relaxed. Yet both states have similar infection rates. Can you make sense of that for us?
Initially when this broke in the United States a year ago, it was very important to try to limit spread so that it gave us time to understand what we were dealing with, develop therapies, and so on. But as the epidemic and pandemic grew in historical consequence, it's certainly less effective to try to shut things down because people find other avenues to socialize. They're not helpful. They don't help anything. They cause a lot of financial and a psychological negative impact, and they don't benefit society at all.
Well, there's indoor dining in New York City now, so I know the restaurants are happy about that. Dr. Robert Tiballi of the Catholic Medical Association, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
If you're watching Currents News on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell to get updates to all of our newest content, because we are putting your faith in the news.